Hey guys, happy 6th of July to y'all. Getting my monthly "This is what I've got done" video out, and it honestly hasn't been a terrible large amount of things done, but I did get these guys built and primed. It may have been primed the last video, I can't remember, but I got them built up and mostly painted. Got the chassis and the torsos painted up. It's a lot of wires on these, and I didn't make any real effort to make all the wires the same, and you can tell that, you know, like the faces still have a lot left to do. The lenses on the little metal cowling that's on the top of the head, that still has a lot of stuff needs to be done, and the guns all need to have their plasma coils painted up. I've got kind of the base coat on them. I want to go under here and the nozzle and get that painted in a gunmetal or at least a lead belter type silver thing, and then that'll put some much needed color up on this side of the model, because it's very just black, and but still a lot of stuff to do with these guys. I could talk about that for a long time. But overall, I'm happy with how far I've gotten, or how much I've gotten. I'm happy with. I would like to be a little bit further along, but again, it's summertime and the kids are home, and so there's very little painting to do. And then there's also, I have to keep the boss happy so that she will let me continue to paint. But you know, I still got to get these backpacks painted up and then glued on. Yeah, I definitely need to. I was thinking about painting these top tanks a different color to give some spot color, and now that I really look at the backpack on there, I mean, it really covers up all that. I mean, honestly, do I really need the backpack? We'll think about it. Think about leaving them off, because it gives them you can see the engine down here, and you can see the wires and stuff on the back, and it makes them very servitor-y. But those backpacks may be superfluous. Yeah, well, we'll think about that. I did get the engine sear all finished up. There's a few little things that I could do, like his little gauge here and his wrist screen. And oh wow, the emblem on his chest, that does need to be done no matter what. I'll need to paint that up. But overall, and on the back, look at that. No, I'm done. Nope, I'm not. All right, well, I got to get this stuff done on this guy. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with him. You know, he looks really cool on his base, very menacing, very I will chop you with my omniscient axe, and pinch you with my pinchy hand, and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, it's a really cool model. Their biggest function is to fill an HQ slot when you don't have a lot of points left, and you know, they're okay in melee, but you know, they don't give a lot of the group buffs that the Tech Priest Dominus does, and so that's going to be my main HQ that I go for these guys. I guess this guy will fill in, like if I want to use the points instead of Belisarius Call, he'll come into the game. But you can see my Tech Priest Data Smith is still languishing. Again, it's just I just don't have a whole bunch of time to get painted. And I've even taken stuff down and set it onto the kitchen table so I can get some stuff done. But I made a few purchases in the past couple of weeks. Let's see, one of them, let's see if I can get this one on camera. It's the Sisters of Battle novel that came out a few weeks ago, Requiem Infernal. And it's okay. I'm only about that far into it, and it's just now getting to where I'm interested to see what happens to the people. It was not the book that I was expecting, basically. I can't really say why without spoiling it, but you know, it was an okay book. It's okay so far. I also got this lady in the mail today, and you tell I have opened the box. It comes with a nice little card. You know, she can be all that. She doesn't come with any special rules, but you know, it's a cool model with a cool base, and it's all on just one sprue. So 35 bucks for one sprue, and not even any transfer sheets. But in all honesty, nobody cares. See, there's her main base down there, and here's the decorative base. You've got her bolt gun, her rosary, candles for the base, her front and back, all her little bits and doodads, and then her face, which that's going to be fun to paint. Let's see, not even as big as my pinky fingernail, though I do have large ogreish hands. Yeah, bought that one. That literally came to my doorstep today, and complete with the centerfold. But that's too much for the camera. With it came, let's see, I bought one of these just to see what they are, and it's just heavy paper. And so you can go to a copy shop and get a ream of 500 sheets of, well, shoot, like semi-gloss photo paper. There's gloss on one side and matte on the other. I think that's the big appeal, because the gloss on the undercoat will keep the paint from bleeding through. But also ordered one of the going out of off the print limited edition novels, because I'm a sucker for a limited edition. And it's got its little shucks, to break the seal. It's nice. It's leatherette, the blood of Ix. Ah, look, it's even got his name in it. That's pretty cool. Number 446 out of 1250. But I don't even know what this one's about. I think it's a continuation of Robert Guilliman's the Crusade book that came out with Dark Imperium. But that's a really nice cover. Alright, let's see. Also got a couple of things from Horus Heresy. This is the Mechanicum guy. So let's pop him open. Here we go. Let's move these guys back. These Horus Heresy figures are just so amazing. I mean, sure, you pay out the wazoo for them, but look at that base. You know, the Forge World paint job for these really doesn't do them justice. Because I mean, you could make this, and you could do also. I mean, they make the base so dull, and you could make so much more out of it. You know, with all the different things. I didn't realize how detailed the base was from the Forge World picture, and it wasn't until I saw somebody else who had painted it that really sold me on the model. Because you can see their paint job. It's kind of not intentionally monochrome, but you know, it's definitely not. Oh, look, it's got assembly and all the parts I need. I better check everything, make sure everything's there. Oh, should have done that a month ago when I ordered it. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. A nice big base. And then 2 little clamshells in here. Should have picked a better camera angle, boss. Yeah, look at that. This guy would be fun to use in 40K, but he's only got rules for 30K, I'm sure. Let's see. Focus. There we go. And we got a cool face mask. That's going to be fun to paint and assemble. Resin's always a little tricky. But honestly, if you can work with fine cast, you can work with real resin. Look at all those little bitty parts. Look at. That's going to be fun. But yeah, I bought him And then I bought the Librarian from the Nathaniel Garrow and the Sigillites sagas. And then the Sister of Silence, the main Sister of Silence lady for that. But I've got to get these guys done first. And once I get my Mechanicum finished, like I've been building the Iron Strider chicken walkers, and they're almost assembled and ready to prime and then start painting. And a lot of that's going to be airbrush painting, so that'll go by quickly. I'm going to do them like I did the Castellan robots and the turkey walkers, the dune crawlers. They'll get white on the undercarriage, and then all the armor plates will be orange. So I've left the armor plates off to get painted separately. But overall, yeah, a little progress. Not a whole lot. I've still got, actually, with the Iron Striders assembled, it'll just be Belisarius' Call to finish building, and then I'll have everything built. These guys, I'm actually going to paint their feet and their robes, their kilt, long dresses here, and then they'll be ready to base. So that may be the project tonight while we watch Chinese subtitle movies with my wife. Well, English subtitled Chinese movies, because neither one of us speaks Chinese. Anyway, hope you guys have a good evening, and hope you guys have had some good modeling. Been watching a lot of people. Warboss Tay, if you're out there, love to know where you are. Love to see you, but come back to the fold. At least make a comment or two on people's YouTube vids to show that you still live. But anyway, I hope you guys have a fun one. If you can still hear them, people are shooting off fireworks in the background to celebrate America's birthday. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good one. Adios.